When USA finds out there is oil in USA. Portugal, you know we had 52 colonies. France, we had 53 colonies one time. Britain, are you kidding me? That's insultingly low. A guy that has been in the trenches for months. The teenager that arrived yesterday. Aztecs and Incas. Chillin, Spain. Europe 1881, 1914. Africa. When a 16th century woman knows basic addition. Which Spanish conquistadors converting the Incans be like. Your god is good as gone. Kid, math is so hard. The ancient Greeks who literally did maths without numbers. Pathetic. Japanese generals after suffering a military defeat. There's a solution here you're not seeing. Sorry Ramses, but you're diagnosed by letma. What's letma? Let my people go. When you created insulin and make it cheap so that the poor can afford it, but the US hospitals ruined it. Shame. So you're British. Name all the artifacts you've stolen from your former colonies. The fish of Boston Harbor, right after the Boston Tea Party. The media thinks video games cause violence, that's so biased. I just like gaming. 1950s American kids who just wanted to hear a distorted guitar. Pathetic. Nobody. Medieval seeing a woman collecting herbs. Hope you die in a fire. Italian army. Rest of Europe Abyssinia. Get ready everybody, he's about to do something stupid. Andrew Johnson when he buys Alaska and gets criticized only for Alaska to house gold and oil. They called me a madman. Richard Nixon secretly installing a recording system that led to his registration. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Mankind's greatest achievements. Italians during war. Italians making food. Italians making racing cars. Calling off your plans to attack when your scout tells you it's the largest village he's ever seen. Remembering how much gold is in the Black Hills. Roman pagans, minding their own business. Emperor Constantine. Have you heard of Jesus? King or Kaiser, Ireland. Mexico, United States, Germany. The South leaving the Union. North winning the American Civil War. Argentina 2018, inflation rate of 54%. Germany 1923. Are you kidding me? That's insultingly low. Pangaea. Oh yeah, it's all together. When your commanders expect the war to last a few years, but you take Paris in 6 weeks. Ich bin just windig Pete. Imagine going extinct because of some rock. This post was made by the Mammal Gang. Medieval Jews use proper hygiene and avoid catching diseases. Other Europeans feed the poor Irish. Roman Empire. Holy Roman Empire. 2020 students after failing a standardized test. 1850 students after failing a standardized test. When everyone says that this is the closest we've been to a third world war, Cold War, am I a joke to you? Religions in Africa exist. Christian missionaries. Your god is good as gone. Me fires the cannon. People listening to Tchaikovsky's 1812 overture. Fiction. Reality. French nobility and clergy. Other French citizens. Scots calling the English imperialists. Scots when discussing Scotland's contribution to the expansion of the British Empire. Stanislav Petrov after being told to fire at America. No. When you give your soldiers methamphetamine rather than food to keep them fighting. Fitness is my passion. The British. Behold. Others people's hand. My stuff. When your empire collapses, but English is the global language and lingua franca, I see this as an absolute win. Medieval Europeans. What shall ye duel with? Medieval Asians. In Chinese this is called a gun. Everyone is starving and begging for a piece of bread. Mary Antoinette. Cheek. The Northern Irish Civil War. Sounds too rude. The Troubles. Clap clap clap. Jesus, I'm the bread of life. Romans, let's get that bread. Jesus. Doctors in the 1840s looking for an effective anesthetic. Oh yeah, rather. Scientists, most dinosaurs had some kinds of feathers. Movie companies. Unfortunately for you, history will not see it that way. The USS Lexington showing up to the next battle after the Japanese Navy claims they sank her. As you can see, I'm not dead. The Red Army, after losing over 1 million men at the Battle of Stalingrad. I didn't hear no bell. Oh, so you're from France. Name every time you started a revolution. How French try to stop revolutions. How Russians try to stop revolutions. Stephen the Great. Stephen Big. When build roads to better move your armies, but the barbarians use them to invade you. Outstanding move. Mayans when someone asks what day it is. A hidden bore sniper. Some English fellow forced to wear bright red. Central powers or entente. Neutrality. When you're so insanely rich that your donations cause Africa's economy to collapse. Mansa Musa is suffering from success. George Washington. Hessian soldiers enjoying Christmas festivities 1776. When you're casually raiding Vienna and suddenly an army of some furries with wings comes running down a hill. Oh, Allah. Colony. Sounds too rude. Protectorate. Clap clap clap. You shouldn't worry, France. Everybody's got a fear on something. Not everybody. Vietnamese farmers. Where are? Asia in the 17th century exists. Europe. Your goods, hand them over. When you finally break through the Berlin Wall, only to see your girlfriend kissing a commie pig. Socrates hates the written word. Plato. Write that down. Hated when these things fell apart. Me. You know the reason people wore armor historically is that it actually worked. Hollywood directors. Unfortunately for you, history will not see it that way. Japanese Navy. Oh, I thought you were dead. USS Lexington. My death was greatly exaggerated. Surrender. France declares war of Prussia after the EMS dispatch. Bismarck. In case you haven't noticed, you've fallen right into my trap. Napoleon was an idiot. Here's how I would have defeated the coalition and conquered Europe. France holds against the Luftwaffe and Panzer divisions for several days, while the Brits escape through Dunkirk, saving the Allies from immediate defeat. The world. Unfortunately for you, history will not see it that way. Slavic Macedonia. Ancient Macedonia. Wow, this is literally me. Israel. Allies. Stability. The odds for a survival for a Roman emperor were roughly equivalent to playing the Russian roulette with a 6-chambered revolver with 4 bullets. I like those odds. You look just like Vladimir Lenin. The British Empire to the Arab after winning against the Ottomans. We were good, but now we are bad. British, you must now submit to the Queen's rule and live like civilized people. Natives, but we already have a culture. British. Rasputin after being poisoned 4 times and then shot. As you can see, I'm not dead. Vladimir 1. That Islam thing sounds good. Let's drink to us converting. Muslim priests. We don't do that here. Nobody. The Soviet Union. Food is cancelled. We have you 215 to 1. I like those odds. Thank you for watching this episode of History Memes. Tune in at 4 PM British time for a video of changing topic, and at 7 PM for daily juicy memes. Check out my Discord server using the link in the description. Also be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you didn't already.